Hello, 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 Taurus. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. I love you guys. By the time you get this reading, it will be Saturday. I hope you all having a very beautiful weekend. I hope you all are staying safe, okay? Let's see what's in your energy. Spirit guys, talk to me. This for Taurus. Let's shift the energy. This is for Taurus. What's for Taurus? Judgment in the reverse, Taurus. Somebody not seeing something. Somebody's not seeing. Judgment is in the reverse. Somebody's not seeing something, or you're not seeing something, Taurus. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about this judgment in the reverse. Somebody in your energy, Taurus, did not see that the path that they chose was the wrong path to take. This, look here. Somebody, whoever this is in your energy, don't see that the choice that they made, was not a good choice, was not a good will. Whoever this is in your energy is going through it. You see that Wheel of Fortune is cracked? Whoever this is, they made a decision not based on they made a decision of going on another path or going somewhere, and now they're in destruction. Whoever this is got on the wrong wheel. Okay, this person got on the wrong wheel. Yep, they got on the wrong wheel. The Chariot. Cancer. This person, whoever this is with this judgment in reverse, did not think, ain't thinking, and just went on and got on this wheel, and now this wheel is getting ready to they're getting ready to go through it. You hear me? Taurus, this is somebody you have blocked. Okay, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Block, code, the Moon also in the reverse. Or this person has figured out, or you learned, Taurus, that this person wow. Somebody chose the wrong path. Okay, Spirit is telling me somebody's hard-headed. Was hard-headed, chose the wrong path, and they went on. They went on thinking that they made the right decision, thought they was getting on the right path. And they found out with the Moon in the reverse and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Code found out. This is someone that you couldn't tell them nothing. Hard head makes a soft A. Do what you want to do, how you want to do it. This is somebody that you've blocked, and you figured, you blocked and you hadn't dealt with this person. And this person now is realizing that the choice that they made in this direction, this wheel, was not the right choice. Yeah, they see this now. Look at here. This wheel is cracked. They whole life, they're going through it. Whoever this is, they're going through it. Look at everything. Look at the devil. Look at all this around. Look at the devil down there. They going through all kind of stuff. Look at that. The choice they made. They thought they was getting on the right path, and they end up getting on a karmic path. And now they realizing, this is somebody, they realizing that the move that they made has cost them their life. And this is somebody that you have blocked. This is a very deep intuition deck. Very deep. And this is my first time using this deck, so y'all bear with me. because it's really challenging my intuition. Tell me more about this person. Yeah, this person is now learning that he or she should have took their time. This was somebody that went in head first, feet first, and didn't think about it. And now they learning and wish that they should have took their time. Yeah, this is somebody that jumped in, went towards something head first. Yeah. Look at that. Aha! My God, look at that. Judgment popped out along with the King of Swords, aka your ex-person. Now they are realizing judgment call is on them. This person, whatever decision that they made in the past, they did not listen. They did not listen. They jumped feet first, head first, went straight over there with the chariot, went straight into it, and their whole life, the wheel, they went down a rabbit hole. Now you got the judgment here along with the King of Swords. Now they have realized with the moon that they should have took their time. Now they have an epiphany, like awakening, like what the hell did I do? Whoever this is that was in your life chose a different path right here with this Wheel of Fortune broken. They went towards all this, you see all the temptations. Okay, they jumped right in. Then they realized I should have took my time. Yeah. Now they're going through judgment. Listen, the choice you make, the bed you lay in is the bed you're going to have to make up. The choice you make, you're going to have to deal with it. And the choice that they make, they now going through judgment. Now they're sitting here logical, because that's what the King of Swords is logical thinking, having an epiphany, awakening, like, I just done messed up my life. Whoever this is done messed up their life. Because they jumped in head first. Okay? They didn't, the Knight of Wands here. They didn't, kind of put their toe in there a little bit. They just jumped in. Wherever they went, they jumped in. Look. Yeah, look at that. Whatever that was, they jumped in. Knight of Wands. Look at that. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. They went towards a demonic karmic, could be a warlock or demonic karmic. Look at that. Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands in between with the devil. Oh, my God. Look at that. Somebody formed a contract with the devil. This person formed a contract with the devil. Look at that. With a feminine energy or masculine energy, they formed a karmic. They went on. Oh God, I'm trying to get it all out. Look at that. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands. A divine karmic. This person, whoever he or she is, was so attracted by this Queen of Wands here. And they end up intertwining with a karmic. They signed a karmic contract. And ever since they did that, look at their life. I can't make this up. Look at their life. Because first the card came out, judgment came out in the reverse. Was not aware, didn't think it through. Just went straight in and went over there. Whoever this is, whoever he or she is, had sex, formed that karmic soul tie, signed a contract with the devil. That's what they did. And they realized that they should have took their time, but they jumped in with their britches down. Knight of Wands. They jumped in with their panties down. They jumped in and they formed a demonic contract. They formed a soul tie, a karmic soul tie with a Queen of Wands here. They came in with the Knight of Wands and slept with a Queen of Wands that was karmic. Was look here. My God, look at that. This is somebody, Taurus, that was not thinking, and now they got to pay for it. Now they got to pay for it because judgment is here. Now, logical, now they thinking. Now, look, judgment is on them. It's somebody that you're cold. It's somebody you haven't talked to in a while. It's somebody you got blocked. It's somebody you're not dealing with. That Queen of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You got somebody blocked. Okay, Capricorn, Gemini, Cancer, Earth sign. This person, oh my God, for real, spirit. This person sold their soul. This person sold their soul. That's what happened. This person sold their soul. They slept with a karmic. They formed a contract. They sold their soul. They formed a contract. Wow. Oh my goodness. Death. Uh-oh. Told you, I say they sold their soul. Death. Look at that. They sold their soul. Oh my God. Yeah, they sold their soul. Look at that. And that cycle is still not closed. The cycle's still open. They haven't been able. Look at that. Look at that. They thought they would. Look at that. Look at the high priestess with a back turn. They thought that the person they went to, this high priestess got a back turn. This is somebody that does witchcraft or does some type of spell, some type of demonic spirit. As you notice, this high priestess back is turned. She set him up. He set her up, however it go. And they had intercourse. They had intercourse. Look here. They had intercourse. He sold a soul. Look at that. I can't make this up. He or she sold a soul. Whoever this person is was not who she say she was. She set him up. However it go, reverse the roles. He set her up. She said, however what it was, yeah. This person could have act like they were spiritual, and they were so in tune. They were, but they was doing the reversal. That means that they were doing some they was doing some magic. Okay, her whole, she's not even showing her face. That means that she did not show who she or he, put it reverse the roles, did not show who they really was. And he or she sold a soul to a karmic. This was a contract. That's why the death is here. This is somebody that, this Queen of Wands, oh, she perceived herself. Look at that. This Queen of Wands perceived herself as very attractive, but look at that. Dark energy. Dark energy. Whoever you used to deal with, Taurus, whoever you blocked and no longer dealing with, or whoever your heart is cold from, okay, they sold a soul and didn't even know it. When they slept with this woman or this man, they didn't know that they sold their soul, a karmic. That's why all hell has been, that's why everything has been breaking loose in their life. Because they signed a contract. They sold their soul. This woman or this male could have done a ritual on this person. This person had sex with this woman, right? And it took everything out of them. For some of y'all, yeah, she formed some type of ritual on him. That's some toxic stuff. Let me see what's going on. This is somebody that you can't forgive. This is somebody that you're just done. This is somebody that you were dealing with, and they dove right into whoever this woman was or this man. They didn't even think before they laid down with this person. And it was based off of materialistic things. It could have been something based off of materialistic things. It was a setup. Well, now this person is realizing that they should have took their time and got to know this person, but they jumped. When I tell you they jumped straight in and slept with this woman or this man, the chariot, they jumped right in and sold their soul. Tell me more, Spirit. Yep, Empress in the reverse. Oh my God. Yes, they did. This Emperor in the verse is a very insecure, jealous woman. Very demonic. And he or she don't realize that when they laid with this person, they signed a contract. They sold their soul. She did some type of her spirit. Because every time I look at this, you see her, you see she's turned away. Her spirit, look at her. Initials can be, her initials can be N or D. His initials can be N or D or N. Oh, Spirit is telling me this, that he went into a different portal. Spirit is showing me this card, a portal. Yep, signed a contract. Signed a contract with this devil. In other words, whoever this Empress in the reverse, very jealous, insecure woman, male, it doesn't matter. Remember, tarot has no gender. You can be a male, masculine in your feminine energy. It doesn't matter. Whoever this person is, whoever this person is that they laid with, this person that you were dealing with ain't gonna be able to get away from this person. She has something on him big time, and if he does or she does, it may cause them death. This person is so, look here, so wicked. Whoever this is so wicked that they will see. She's an Empress in the reverse, jealous, insecure. She would do something to hurt him because he done sold his soul. Somebody sold their soul. Sold their soul playing. This person your person came in with the Knight of Wands, and she was in the Queen of Wands, but he came in with the Knight of Wands playing games. He thought it was all fun and game. She thought it was all fun and game until they sold it. He sold his soul. Something that she done when they was having sex, and he sold his soul. I feel like after they had sex, after him or her or him had sex, he couldn't move. He was like, oh, you done drained me. It was so he or she thinking because it was so good to say, no, she had done done a ritual, he done sold his soul. She's a demonic karmic. He entered a portal, and now he can't move. For some of y'all, if this person that you used to deal with tries to leave him or her, it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be justice. It's going to be justice. It's going to be justice. That means that she ain't going to have it. She's very jealous. Very insecure and jealous. She's an empress in a reverse. She's an empress. She showed up as a queen of wands when he or she met him. He came in as a knight of wands. That's why I was sitting here trying to figure it out. These cards really get deep. Now, it could have had a lot to do with materialistic things. Okay, what she had, what he had, and she didn't know that he or she didn't know they signed the contract with the devil. Signed the contract with the devil. Tell me more, Spirit. Confirmation. Somebody signed the contract with the devil. I can't make this up. Look at the Wheel of Fortune. Look at the Wheel of Fortune is cracked open. They went in and played a game. They went in not thinking, going in all fast, had sex, and look at it, went in as the Knight of Wands, and look what happened. Whole life is turned upside down. This person, oh my goodness. Tell me more, Spirit. Yeah, you're over it. You done healed from this person. You moving on. I feel like you're in the energy that you forgive, but you don't forget how he or she done you. And some of you are still in the energy that you cannot forgive this person. You have not forgiven this person on how. Some of you are still heavy burden on how this person hurt your heart, but you're moving on with your life. And some of you forgive, but you haven't forgotten that this person just jumped. This could have been somebody that you was in a connection with, and they just all of a sudden left you and went towards somebody and just jumped straight in with somebody. And slept with somebody real fast. Never thought about it because the judgment was in the reverse. Never thought about it. Now they reaping judgment now in the upright. This is somebody that made a move that did not think, yeah, the lover. Okay, yeah, she's doing a ritual. Look at that. Manifesting. She could be a warlock. He could be a she could be a he could be a warlock. She could be a witch. But he don't know that. He or she don't know that. Yeah, she did. She performed a lot. She did. Okay. Spirits tell me sex magic. Sex magic. Yeah, sex magic. She performed sex magic. I can't make this up. Look at that. Oh my God, the devil out here twice. She performed sex magic. To get him or her to love them, fall in love with them, sign a contract, okay, sell a soul, okay. They didn't realize that, but they have. This person's gonna realize if he or she try to get away from them, that their whole life they're not gonna be able to get away from them. She did a sex ritual on him when they was having sex. And he gonna realize that he or she, y'all, when I say he or she, that they cannot get it off of him. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Their ego got in the way. Whoever this was, their ego got slapped in the way. It's somebody that dived in. Yep. Wow. See, this person got a lot of healing to do. You in your healing stage. You have healed. You have moved on. Yeah, you abundant, you strong, you done got your strength back, you in a good place in your life with the King of Pentacles, you're stable, and this person done signed to look at that, they're unhappy. This person signed a contract. Somebody done a spell work, done a sex, spirit told me sex magic. Did perform a sex ritual on this person when they was having sex. This is somebody that jumped right in, did not take their time before they met this woman, met this man. They could have cheated on you with this man, with this woman, and they didn't think about it. Just went straight in, had sex with them, and that person did sex magic on them. And this person is very jealous. And this person is on a karmic wheel when they met him, and he sold his soul and didn't even realize. Do you not know how you can sell your soul? Listen, I'm positive thoughts and energy. In my readings, there are lessons, blessings, and confirmations. You just have to be vigilant and listen to the message. Do you not know that people can perform sex magic on you? Let me tell you something. When you're having sex with somebody and you look them in their eye, and as you having sex and you looking them dead in, that's performing a spell. When you're saying things to a person, when you're doing things while you're having sex, when their beef jerky is entering the portal, she already, or however it goes, vice versa, is performing a spell, sex ritual on you. Whoever this is that this person slept with, baby, let me tell you something. They may never come out of this. If they try to leave out of this, they probably could lose their life. Because this person that they are with, they feel like that they are entitled to them. You see what I'm saying? You are mine now because they signed a contract, a soul. They signed a demonic, they sold their soul. And they entitled to them. This is a very jealous, insecure, feminine energy. I can't make this up. I know for some of y'all this might not even, it might not even make sense, but I get it now. I get it now because it is very sacred when you're having sex, okay? That portal depends on who you're laying with when that person have sex with you. Depends on where they at in their life. Right there. Where they're at in their life. Look at that. Right here, devil along with the Wheel of Fortune cracked in half. See all those different temptations. Not only that, but all this that they were doing came in was the Knight of Wands. This was somebody came in and tried to play the same game that they played on you. They went and tried to play it with this queen, with this high priestess in the revert, with this woman with her back turned. Try to come in and play the same game with this person right here. And they messed their whole life up. I can't make this up. Now this person, it feels like they own this person. That's entitled. They own this person. You mine, you will always be mine. You're mine, you'll always be mine. Yeah. And if you leave me, if I can't have you, can't nobody else. They said they sold their soul when they was having sex. Whew. Until next time.